about this. Right now, you're going to listen to me.
I'll tell you, that guy's he's one of my heroes, man. Bob, I'll tell you, man. The relationship he has with his mom, gosh, I'll tell you, man, impeccable. Solo Trucker, M.A.S. movies and shows. And here we got by popular demand. Actually, it wasn't, I don't know if it's by popular demand, but I sure damn had a good time with it. So we're doing it for the third time. That's right. We're hitting a trilogy on this one. Let me silence my phone. Very unprofessional of me here. And it is silent. I don't know. Should I really put it on vibrate because it still messes with the flow? All right. All right. So let's go ahead and let's bring in my tag team partner one, Mr. Fred Segura.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good,
Good
good,
to see
good,
you,
good.
man.
Now,
Do this.
yeah, man. Now Fred and I, we are twins, and we actually we're gonna have our triplet on here with us, but he just hit me up. He's not gonna be able to make it, man. It's his connection just isn't good enough. So, all right, no problem. We'll go ahead and continue and to bring in what do you call four kids that look alike? Quadruplets?
Quadruplets? Yeah.
Quadruplets, yeah. So it's
Triplets.
triplets with the
Yeah.
guys, but it's quadruplets because we got our sister, our twin sister from Convicted Hearts, one Miss Jen Magana.
I'm so honored. What's
Hey,
good,
yeah.
guys?
Hey, cool. Hey, man.
What
Here.
Right? Yeah.
what's going on, sister?
Not a whole lot, just easy breezy, kicking back over here. Nice day. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. I hope you guys take it easy on me. Don't go, don't go too hard. It's been a while. I'm warming up my mass movie and show skills. So we'll
Easy
see.
breezy, huh? Isn't that a commercial? Easy breezy, beautiful
Yeah,
cover girl.
yeah.
All right, okay, all right.
You
Hey, by the
you
way,
know the motto around. Oh, go ahead.
no, I just want to remind everybody every Friday, I am dropping a blast from the past. I'm having a great time with these things, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
showing old commercials, old, like, it even blows me away. Like, hey, I remember that, like seeing that on TV. Like, you forget about some of these commercials.
Mhm.
I like there's a Sunny Delight commercial. I didn't know it was Stifler. I didn't know it was Sean William Scott. I'm like, oh, that was him. That was him. You know, you go back and you see some of these old stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that from like 1991. Go for it, Fred.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say the motto at my movie. Hey, Denise, the motto over here is no mercy, like Cobra Kai. No, no, I'm
Mm,
kidding.
Oh no! Don't do me like that.
No,
yeah, yeah, no. Hey, Jen, that's exactly how it is. But Fred is about to rip his sleeves off because their karate gi doesn't have
Okay,
sleeves.
let's go.
So he's about to rip them off, and we're gonna do this.
Let it
All
go.
right, Jen. So you've done okay. At one point you kind of surprised us. All right, so we're gonna kind of step it up a little bit here when it
Oh
comes to
man.
action movies, traditional
Okay.
action movies, and we'll see if Jen knows her stuff. So let us know when you're ready, sister.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right, let's do
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm
it.
not ready. Let me keep score
Okay.
on this. All right, so you guys go ahead and bloviate to everybody that's watching while I prepare.
All right. So, oh no, no, this is my channel. I was gonna say something, but no, say it at a different time. But yeah,
Go ahead, man. Promote what you're gonna
no,
do.
well, you know what? Since I'm on here often as well as a roundtable man and on my channel. The background's gonna be changing. It's gonna be we're going back to some other different look again, somewhat same. I'm planning a little different. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah,
Exciting.
changing stuff around again. So
That's what's
everything's
All
good.
right.
Rolling with
Yeah,
it.
you don't
Rolling with
wanna you don't wanna look like a cartel member that's about to execute
it.
somebody,
No,
man.
see,
That's
that's
what
why
the
I put
background looks like.
the green screen is my man.
right.
All right. So let's go. We're gonna keep score. All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's do this. Okay. So, Jen, you ready, sister?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Hey, Jen, I know she can hear us. If you can turn your camera off, because not, then I can see your reaction and it just wouldn't be fair for Fred. So
Oh,
if you just hit the stop camera, I hope she didn't disconnect herself. But anyway, all right, let's go. The first movie, Fred, that we're gonna
uh-huh.
go ahead and see if one Miss Jen Magana has seen. We are gonna go with oh, actually, let me put us to the side. Here we go. Face Off. There we
Oh,
go.
okay, okay.
The movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nick Cage.
Awesome.
Fred,
Awesome movie, dude.
oh, okay, is it Fred? Is it?
To me, it is you know what? I remember it a little vaguely, bro. I'm not. I can't say I'm fully. I watched a little bit, but it's like I'd have to watch it again. But I mean, a lot of the stuff I thought it was awesome, man. Just the whole thing of switching their face and the the double gold, what was it, black handled uh 45s or something like that. It was, yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
Hey,
no, yeah.
first of
I thought
all,
it was awesome.
all right, let me address somebody on the chat. I will not tolerate any racism on this channel. Cholo, how you been? How dare you? What is that supposed to mean? How
You
have
meant
I been? Goodness gracious. I thought we were past all that in our society. All right. Look, I went ahead, shots to Denise, man. All right. I went ahead and I watched this movie. I
uh-huh.
rewatched it, Fred, maybe about 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I gotta look, I gotta tell you this, man. I gotta tell you this. It's not as good as I originally thought it was. When I first
Okay.
watched it, I was like, wow, this is a great movie. Now, that's
Uh,
not to say that it's not a good movie. It's
yeah,
still a
no,
good
yeah.
movie. It's still a good movie. I recommend people watch it. But when I rewatched it, I'm like, because I used to say this. I used to say Nick Cage's best action movies, The Rock, Con Air, and Face Off, right? And I used to be like, oh man, they're all kind of tied for me. To me, they're all kind of tied.
Yes.
After rewatching it about 2 months ago, I'm sorry, about 2 years ago, it's
Uh-huh.
not a tie. It's not a tie. No, Face Off
Okay.
is at the bottom of those. With those three, Face Off is definitely at the bottom. Still a good movie, still watchable, still recommended. Fred, has one Miss Jen Magana seen Travolta as Nick Cage and Nick Cage as Travolta?
Being that this movie is fairly like within the 90s and stuff, right? Yeah, if I remember correctly. Um,
Hmm.
I'd say yes. That was a high point for both of those actors, for Travolta and Cage. So I would say yes.
I say yes as well. I think there's enough star power here and the interest of both of them swapping characters, which we all knew from the trailer and everything. I
Yeah.
think it got Jen's attention to watch this movie. All right, Jen,
Yeah.
camera on. Hopefully, she didn't disconnect herself.
Oh
I see
man.
that says, okay, all right, we're good. We're good. Jen, did you watch John Travolta as Nick Cage and Nick Cage as John Travolta in the movie Face Off?
Yes, I did. I did,
Yes.
and I just
All
watched
right.
this during Father's Day weekend as well. So
Oh,
you guys are,
nice.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay.
it's a pretty classic, very creepy, but before its time, kind of too. I did watch
Yeah.
this, and
You know what? I'm gonna have to rewatch it now because some movies don't age well, though. That's what I'm getting. Like, some movies do not age well, yet some movies they age very good. I'm like, wow.
mhm.
Like very few movies like I want to say like The Warriors. And I was gonna mention one, but
Well,
I'll
I
stop.
and but I'll tell you this though, Fred. It's not even how it aged. I don't know what it was. I just expected more action. I just in my mind I was like, gosh, I thought it had a little bit more, and especially
Mhm.
when I try to run it parallel with Con Air and The Rock, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's not on the same track. No, it's still a good movie though. Still a good movie.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna have
good
to check it
movie.
out. But yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, okay, Jen, and you just watched it a few days ago.
Yeah, I just watched it a few days ago. I forget which of my apps it was on, but it was on. So I caught it like midway through, and I just thought, I haven't watched this in a while. Let me check it out. And I
Mm.
do feel like, yeah, maybe it wasn't as great or as action packed and exciting as I thought I had remembered, but I had to finish it once I started. So
Yeah.
Better actor, Jen, John Travolta or Nick Cage? I'm not talking about I'm not talking about whose movies do you like better. I'm saying better actor, Nick
okay,
Cage
well,
or John Travolta.
this is me being honest because I'm gonna say better actor is Nick Cage.
Ooh, Fred.
Mm. I say Travolta, bro.
Mm,
I say
I say
Travolta by
Travolta.
a country mile, man. I
Yeah,
say
okay,
Travolta by a country mile.
might
All
be
right.
personal for me.
yeah.
Okay. We.
He's got Urban Cowboy. He did Grease, Saturday Night Fever, which are his classics. But then he had the movie
Mm,
called Blowout, Pulp Fiction. I mean, Broken Arrow.
mm.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like action. I don't know. I feel like Nick Cage is a little more that action
I will.
guy.
I will. Okay. I would definitely say Nick Cage. Maybe in this movie
Yeah,
was a little bit more cuckoo.
mysterious.
Okay. I will say that, but I gotta go Travolta.
Okay,
You know what, guys? That just to bring it up to, do you guys know that Nicholas, his real name is Nicholas Coppola?
that's right. I had
Yeah,
heard
it's
that a while
Nicholas
back.
Coppola
So he's related to the
to
Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola, the
Yes.
director, and he his yeah, I think it's his first film or second film, Rumblefish with Matt Dillon and Diane Lane, and
Yeah.
Chris Penn is in that.
Okay.
Oh, and Lawrence Fishburne
Uh,
is
uh,
in that
uh,
movie. It's a black and white
Yeah.
film,
yes, it
and
is,
he.
and that movie sucks.
Oh, you know what?
And that
You know what?
movie
You know
sucks,
what?
man.
You know what? I'll put it to you this way. It it does. It does. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna recommend it.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
liked it. I liked it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I read the book before I saw the movie. I was.
Mm.
It's from the same person that wrote like Text, The Outsiders. Uh, um. What was it? What's the other one? The other two movies. The Outsiders and all that stuff. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
person
I
that
got
wrote
you.
it. And yet, Francis Ford Coppola considers that one of his best films, or the best film he've ever made.
Really?
Well, good for him, but it wasn't that good. Fred, Jen, have you watched Rumblefish? Have you watched Rumblefish?
No.
Jen?
No.
Fred, do you
Yeah.
recommend it to her?
No, no. Unless you
Okay.
read the book, it's just not. Yeah, it just. You know what? It's a great story.
Hang on,
It just
Fred. Fred,
wasn't that
hang on,
good.
hang on, Fred, real quick. So,
Yeah,
if she reads the book, is she down to watch the movie? Is that what you're recommending? That she needs to read the book and then watch the movie?
yeah. Because actually, you know what? You can read the book in one day. It's kind of short, and
Don't
then
waste your
but
time,
see,
Jen. Don't waste your time, Jen. Don't waste your
no,
time. Don't.
if you're still
Fred is over here
interested
trying
in
to
the
sell you.
film,
All right,
read
all
the
right.
book.
Let's
Hey, you know what? Don't watch a movie. Read the book.
All right, all right. All right. Let's move on. I should have saved that for. I should have saved that for movies that people love that I hate because people
Yeah,
love Rumblefish. At least they like to
yeah.
say they do. That movie sucks. All right, Jen.
I don't
Let us
know.
know when you're ready for the next one.
Okay. Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get off the comments. All right, man. Let's see. Let's go. Aha.
Rumblefish.
Actually,
No, no.
you know what? Rumblefish is All right.
Yeah.
You know what? We're throwing some softballs here, man. Okay. Well, we've only thrown one. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get to a movie that was actually inspired by a true story. However, the true story actually happened in Chicago, not in Los Angeles. And it was
Uh-huh.
inspired by a true story. Not too many people know that. And I am, of course, talking about Robert De Niro going up head to head against Al Pacino in the movie Heat.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
Val Kilmer
Yeah,
in this one too, man.
Val Kilmer, dude. Like, oh, dude, like, yeah. There's an inside joke I have with this film. You know what, man? This was actually De Niro and Pacino's first on screen. Because
Yes.
even though they were on The Godfather Part Two, they weren't on the screen together. So
Right.
I mean, you talk about a heist, Danny Trejo in the beginning. You know
Mm.
what's one thing I like about this movie though? That all the locations and stuff were accurate in the actual film. The
Oh,
places where they said they were at and stuff. Oh, you get off from the last scene at the bank. Hello, the last scene at the bank, you get off on the 10 right there to get away and whatnot.
mm.
What was it, Figueroa? I guess it was when they in the beginning and stuff. Like the locations were actually correct.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
And,
but overall, dude, this movie to me is forever. In my opinion, it's a classic, man. I mean, it had what's his name? Oh God, the guy, he passed away. He was also in this. His name skips me right now. But yeah,
uh,
and
uh,
it,
yeah, Denise. The shoot one of the best shootouts in movie
yes,
history. Not
yeah,
not not being a military movie. One of the
yeah,
best shootout scenes of all time, if not the best shootout scene ever in cinematic history. Not being a military movie.
yeah.
All right.
Right there
So
by the bank, right there, right before they're getting on the 10 and taking
yeah,
off.
yeah, right at the bank. Also, the black dude is the All-State guy. The black guy who got killed, and yeah, that's the All-State guy.
Oh wow! Oh
Yeah,
wow!
yeah, remember? Yeah, remember he was working in the back at a restaurant, and they went to go get him, and yeah, he got shot down.
Oh okay.
I,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I,
Yes. That's a
Very
trip.
classic movie. Yeah, classic movie. This was before 9/11, where I guess all you need to do to get into the airport is just jump a fence because the movie ended in
Oh
an
yeah.
airport. And it's like, there's really not that much security before 9/11 where you could just hop a fence and just have a shootout over there and
And
just
that's
chase
it.
each other. All right, man. Okay. I'll tell you, man, post 9/11, a lot of things have changed, hasn't it? All right, Fred, did one Miss Jen Magana watch the movie Heat?
You know what, man? Being that this had a lot of again, like you said earlier, star power behind it, man. It was big. I think it was big. I saw it at the movies
Mm.
twice. I believe twice. I met my compadre and I saw this. And we're like, wow, yeah. I say yes. I say yes.
I s- I don't know how she didn't see this movie. We're gonna start throwing some hard balls after this because I think this is a pretty easy one. I don't know how she
Yeah.
hasn't seen this movie. All right, our twin sister, one Miss Jen Magana. Did you see Al Pacino go up head to head against Robert De Niro in the movie Heat? If she connects back on, there she is. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I love Pacino and De Niro. I love them.
Yes.
Love, love, love. This is a
Yes.
movie I would definitely watch. I have watched repeatedly. And if I can remember correctly, it's a pretty long movie as well. So to keep my attention that long, it's got to be good. So, yes, I've seen this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely past the 2 hour mark. I'm not sure if it gets close to the 3 hour mark, but it's definitely past the 2 hour mark for sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like it was long. Yeah. But I love the actors in here. I feel like it was very action packed. And if it can keep my attention, like I said, it's a good one. So,
Yeah. I
Okay.
just remember, guys, I had an epiphany. Tom Sizemore.
Oh, Tom
God rest his
Sizemore.
soul.
Yeah.
He's in
yeah.
this. Yes. God
Wait, wait,
rest his
wait,
soul.
wait. Hold on. Tom Sizemore died?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
When?
I want to say maybe about 2, 3 years ago. If yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
man. Are you serious?
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Tom Sizemore. Yeah, he
Yeah.
passed.
I, I
Yeah.
did not know that, man.
Yeah,
I
there's talks about a sequel, but I mean, come on, man. They're already, Val Kilmer's gone too, and
Hmm.
I mean,
And
Yeah.
wasn't Natalie Portman was in this as a child, right? That she was
Yes.
young.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. What was she?
Tom Sizemore passed away March 3rd of 2023. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
bro.
It went over my head.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
gone. Like that's why when they said, "Oh, they want to make a sequel," like they need to leave this movie alone, standalone movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So Natalie
hold on,
Portman did
Fred.
it?
Wait. Hang on, though, Fred. If they make a sequel, Tom Sizemore wouldn't be on it anyway because he died in the movie.
Yeah, but Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Yeah. So they can make a sequel. I mean, I don't know if they should. I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should. But no, it's definitely a timeless movie, man. Yeah, anybody could watch
Yeah,
it at any
but
time. It's a
I
good
think it
flick.
stands alone, bro. They need to leave it alone. I mean, it's one of my favorites. It's
It
one
is a good
definitely one of my favorites. And at the
Okay.
time, we were going to LA a lot, so we were like, "Oh, we know that, we know that spot and all this other stuff." We were going out there a lot. So, yeah, man.
Okay. All right, Jen. Well, we were just warming you up, trying to get in your good
Okay.
graces, so you can,
You guys are gonna hammer me. Okay.
have love for us, and but now it's time to start playing some hardball. All right, sister. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and get to the next one. So Fred and I, we got them. We got 2-2. All right. So let's get to the next one here.
I don't know if I should say like weapons and shootouts. I don't know if YouTube can get pretty but I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. No.
No.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Okay,
Go
yeah,
for it.
that's why I
Shoot
kind
out.
of
Yeah.
stepped back a little bit, like I was like the bank scene.
No. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's the
Okay,
freedom of speech over here on M.A.S. Movies and
hey,
Shows.
that's what's up,
All
brother.
right, man. That's right. Because we're America over here. And speaking
Hey,
of America, there was a karate team that had to be assembled to represent the good old US of A, baby, in the movie Best of the Best.
oh yeah,
Damn.
oh yeah, yeah.
This
Chris
movie is
Penn.
so damn. Hey, Fred, this movie's so damn kick ass, man. I showed this movie to my sons years ago, and they watched it
Um,
multiple times. This movie is so badass, dog. Not
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
explosions and guns or anything of that, but
yeah.
it's just kicking ass, dog.
Oh
An
no,
American
big time,
pride.
big time. I mean, you know what? You know what? I mean, the way I saw it, it kind of has like a upscale, like a real Karate Kid kind of deal with mixed with Into the Dragon, if you will, kind of deal. And I don't know, some kind of
Mm.
it was just a little thing, but it was more intense, the bleeding and all this other stuff. And Chris Penn and
Ah,
James Earl Jones,
yes.
hey, but you know what? I gotta say something about this movie though. The beginning, bro, when he's riding a bike and the dad's like right behind him,
Okay.
and he's showing him how to ride the bike, and then he lets him go, and the kid's going, and he goes, "You got this."
Nice.
I wanted to punch that kid in the face, bro. I did.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, and
Ooh,
I'm gonna tell you why.
I hope everybody sees this, okay? That a grown man wants to abuse a child who's learning how to ride a bike, by the way.
Allow me,
Goodness
allow
gracious.
me, allow me to elaborate.
Please
When I
explain
was a
yourself,
kid
Fred.
learning, when I was a kid learning how to ride a bike, because he
Mm.
says, "Yeah, you got this," and the kids all, "Yeah," he was all happy, right? When I was learning how to ride a bike, same difference, same thing. I was going, my dad was right there, God rest his soul, and then I heard him say, "You got it," and I heard him way back, and I turned around, and he was way back there, and then just like,
Oh.
anyway, bro. No, but you know what, man? This movie, you know what? It has different elements. Like it also reminded me kind of like a Top Gun in a sense, kind of deal. Like
Mm.
a mixed bag of it because they go to class, they learn about the fighters and so on and so forth. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this one.
Uh,
I enjoyed
All
this one,
right.
and I
I
know
mean,
the sequel. the sequels are, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't.
no, this movie is super kick-ass. There's, I think, like five sequels after this. Part two is decent at best. It got kind
Mm.
of weird after that. This movie's super duper kick-ass, man. All right, but Fred, the question is, did one Miss Jan Magana watch? Was she patriotic enough and hate the Asians enough to watch Best of the Best? Because that's what this sucker's about. It was a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
time. It was
it
a
is.
different time, Holmes. All right.
It is. You know what, man? I'm gonna say she was not patriotic enough, brother. She did not
Okay, so
see this
she
movie.
wasn't patriotic enough, but the hating for the Asians, that was enough.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I
yeah,
hear
that
you. I
too.
hear you.
That too. I'm rolling with it.
Got
This
you.
is what it is.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, all right. Okay, let me see, man. Okay, so she grew up. She grew up with a bunch of dudes, though, man. And this movie was very popular with the fellas. It really was, man. Eric Roberts, not really the karate type, but probably the best character in the movie. And his final fight scene was just so like inspiring. It brings a tear to a man's eye. It
Uh,
almost makes a man cry. Okay.
but you know what? Chris Penn wasn't very much of a karate guy either, though. I mean,
He definitely wasn't the karate guy, dog. He was definitely overweight, but he was there to kick some ass. All right, so Fred
yeah.
says no. I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm gonna say she did. And I want to before I bring her on here, I want to go ahead and make it clear. She has had to watch the movie, not heard of it, not my cousins had it on in the background, or I watched a small, scene of it. No, she had to have seen the entire movie.
Mhm.
She was around a bunch of dudes. I think she may have come across and watched this movie. All right, so I say no, you say yes. Oh no, vice versa.
No,
I say
I
yes,
say no.
you
Uh-huh.
say no, I say yes. One Miss Jen
Uh-huh.
Magana, have you seen the movie Best of the Best?
I didn't even know this movie existed.
God damn!
Yeah,
Sorry, but
I told
Fred,
you, man. I told you.
me and
I
you,
told you, brother. I told you.
I'm not
Oh, man.
patriotic enough.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Jen.
That's cold.
I didn't say that. He said
That's
that.
cold, Fred.
oh my
Wow.
God.
No, I didn't. I would have watched this. I like Eric Roberts. I would have watched this, but no, I never heard of this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, Jen. I recommend this movie. There is some
Yeah.
good family heart. Well, I mean, the only is the Eric Roberts part, but it's a lot of let's fight, okay. But at the same time, there's a good father son story. It's a good story. It's a good story.
Yeah.
So I do recommend the movie Best of the Best. Fred, anything that you want to convince her with instead of shaming her or insulting her that she's not patriotic enough or that she doesn't hate Asians enough to watch this movie, Fred?
You don't know.
You know what? I'll put it to you this way. Um, no, you know what? I think if you do watch it, it's good. It's good enough to watch. I mean, yeah, like both my brother over here and I, we agreed that Chris Penn was definitely not a karate kind of guy here, but I think it's if you come across it, watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Okay,
Definitely,
Yeah.
you'll enjoy it.
I'll check
Do
it
more
out.
than come across it, Jan. I'd go seek this movie. Hey, Salinas OG, I did like part two. Part two was pretty good. It wasn't as good as part one. And then part three with the whole skinheads and all that, and then so on and so forth. It's just kind of, I don't know, got more low budget. But
Yeah.
watch part one for sure, Jen, and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
report back. And
I
then
will.
report back.
I will.
All right. Okay, so dang, Fred's beating me. All right. Okay, I got to come back. All right,
But
Jen, let's get to the next one. All right, as we move on here, you know what? A lot of people don't really know this movie. I don't know if it was his only movie. Let me move us to the side here. All right, but this is a kick movie, man. and I'm talking about Brian Bosworth, the Boz in the
Yeah.
movie Stone Cold, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, dog. Let me tell everybody something about this movie. I went to go watch this movie in the theaters, right? Back in East
Oh,
LA. Went to go watch this movie, right? At that theater, they used to watch two movies. Okay. I
oh,
think this one came out with Kickboxer. I'm not really sure. I forgot. I
uh,
remember I went to the theater. I'm sorry, I went to the restroom afterwards. Ran into a couple of kids that I went to school with, and we were all, trying to act like bikers and everything. Like, yeah, come on! And we started like a little fight. We started a little fight inside the restroom, man, at that theater. Fred, what's your thoughts on
yeah.
this movie, man?
You know what, man? This is of course, it's what is it? 1991, right? This one's 1991. It's you know
Was
what?
it
I
91?
enjoyed it, huh?
Was it 91?
I believe so.
Okay,
I
so then
believe
it was
so.
another Van Damme movie then that I went to go watch. All right, go for it.
Yeah, no. So this one, good film, man. Good film. What's his name? William Forsythe, the guy that plays JD in American Me.
Yes,
He
he's
has
in it.
the
He's
big
in
old
it.
long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
He's one of the villains and stuff. And you know what? The beginning of this film reminds me again. See, I always go back to other movies. Remind me of Cobra with Stallone.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
had
could
that
see
same
that.
feel, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it kind of gave me the vibes of well, because of the undercover thing. So it's like a Point Break or something like that. You know, he's undercover,
Mm.
he's a biker. I like the bar scenes, though, man. When he goes gets that dude, um, the I don't know, I guess it was a Latin dude or something, and he's over there like, hey man, that's a good dancer and stuff. He goes, yeah. He goes, you dance well, and he just smacks him on the bar, picks him up, and takes him with him so they could take the his ear and all. It just, anyways, overall, man, I just want to ask one question, bro, about this film.
Yes.
Was the bike that they were riding, the motorcycles that they were riding, bro, were they built by Pinto? By
Why do
Ford
you
Pinto?
ask that? Why do you ask that?
Okay, if you know, like the old commercial when they hit the car in the back on the Pinto and
Oh.
they had to blow up. Yeah, so when he's going on the bike, I mean, I thought he was gonna go through the bridge, and he just blew up, and then
All right.
I'm like, wow. And then they
Salinas
cleaning up
OG.
after, it's like, anyways,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no,
After he
uh,
burned, let's cremate him. Saying Brian Bosworth had his own shoe as well. Really, made by Avila Cross. Okay. Well, I mean, he
really,
was an athlete. Yeah. All right.
okay, okay,
Okay.
but
So I'm with you, Fred. This movie, in my opinion, is Point Break meets Cobra. Um,
yeah, yeah.
did did one Miss Jen Magana watch the movie Stone Cold?
You know what, man? 91. I'm gonna say it was too soon, so I'm gonna have to say no.
Explain what you mean by too soon.
Being at 91, no real big names, star power behind it. It just, I mean, they had the Brian, Bondsworth,
The
but it
boss?
wasn't.
You're saying the boss wasn't a big star?
Well, no, I mean, I don't think to her he wasn't. I don't think he
Okay, I
was.
get you. I
To
get you.
her,
No, I get you. I get you.
So,
I get you.
so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to say no, man. I mean, I just think it's, yeah, and I think that's the only movie he made, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think a lot of other movies probably overshadowed it for a lot. For a lot. I remember seeing
I'm
the
gonna.
VHS in the
I,
movie in the
I'm
rental place a lot. You know,
all right. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Only dudes have seen this movie. I don't even think she knows who the Boz even is. Okay,
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
a shot at her.
yeah,
She's a girl. Why would she know who the Boz even is? Right. So
right,
I
right,
don't
no,
even.
yeah.
I don't. Not only do I not think she's seen this movie, I don't even think she knows who Brian Bosworth the Boz is. Let's find out. So you and I both say no. One, Miss Jen Magana, our twin sister. Have you seen the movie Stone Cold? And do you know who the boss is?
I don't know the boss. I don't, but I like the little thing up at the top where it gave the little line of the movie. I can't quite see the full thing. Okay, something about the game was for anything till they met a cop who'd stop at nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Check it
You
out.
know,
That's scary.
okay, you know what, Jen? If it's gonna be cheesy, okay, it's gonna be cheesy, all right.
Okay.
It's
But
dated.
okay, all right,
Good.
Fred. If you have one thing to attract Jen to this movie, what would it be?
Because I liked it. No, not for real. No, no. You know what? It's yeah. If well, yeah. I'm not even gonna go there. If you've seen this or seen that, I think it's enjoyable for what it is. I mean,
Okay.
because we know obviously it's dated, but it's still an
Mm.
enjoyable watch. When you see it today, it's still a cool watch. So I think yeah. I
Okay.
think yeah.
Oh,
I think you should. I think you should check that out. Seriously.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's terrible.
I,
No, it's
I'll
terrible, but
do.
I'm saying.
All right. I will sell this movie. Okay, Jen. Here's how it is. Okay, it's cheesy, but the way they treat women in this movie
Oh, dude.
is classic. It is the way life should be. It's just, I mean, all the women's rights groups today and everything, they need to go back and watch this movie. And it's like, there you go. There you go. That what a utopia. What a just utopia. And not only that, Jen, not only that, you know what? I'll sell you on this point. The
Okay.
boss he's a pet owner. He's an
Oh,
animal lover.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
You're the
yes. He's an
Komodo
animal
dragon.
lover. He has a
Okay.
Komodo dragon.
The
Yeah,
buzz is growing on
Komodo
me.
dragon.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. There you
All
go.
Yeah.
right.
Of course, I'm kidding. No, he does have a Komodo dragon. No, he
Yeah.
does have a Komodo dragon. He does
Does
have a
he?
Komodo dragon.
Okay.
Yes, he does. He does. So, all right. So we both got that one
Check
right.
it out.
Uh, Jen,
You know what?
Jen, so you don't know who the boss is, right?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. All right. He was
You said that he treat women like whatever. But I know you're kidding. But when the guy goes and picks him up in the morning and oh, you never seen one of those? He goes, not that well built.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
just
it's just
just think of young little cholo trucker at the theater just watching that where he's all like, here, take one.
like,
In all your glory.
come here,
In all your glory, loving it. I can picture it.
oh my god, people.
He like pushes her aside and throws her out. He's all like, I need a new one. And the other guy's all like, here, why don't you take one of mine?
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff in there, like,
What an
oh,
inspiration.
yeah.
All right. All right. So I'm still behind. Fred's still up on me by one. All right. So let's get to the next one,
Okay.
sister.
Let's do it.
All right. And now we're going to go up to Wesley Snipes here, man. Snipes did have his moment. I'll tell you, Snipes
Yeah.
did have his moment. And we're going to see him as he played half man, half vampire in the movie Blade.
Oh, dude, yes.
What was this, 1995?
I'm
96-ish?
pretty
If
sure.
somebody
Yeah,
let us
yeah.
know the
Somewhere
year.
there.
Somebody let
Yeah,
us know the year in the chat, please.
yeah. I saw this at the movies. If I remember correctly, did I? Yeah, yeah, I did. I saw this at the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
man.
All
No,
right.
yeah. You know what, man? There's one thing about this film that that club scene.
Mm.
I mean, even to today's standards, it is like gruesome, bro. The way he goes in there and just like he just annihilates, like all the empires and stuff in there. I mean, I still think this movie still holds up. Why they're trying to remake it is beyond me. But yes, I like this. Yeah, no, definitely, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, this is I think this is Wesley Snipes' most popular movie. I don't think it's his best, but I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
think oh, 98 says Denise. Oh man,
Okay,
I was way
98.
off.
It's a lot closer. Yeah.
Okay. Um it's his most popular. It's not my favorite of his, but it's his most popular. And what do you
Mhm.
make? Three of them? Three of those
Yeah,
movies?
there
And
was
then
three of them.
and then the character Blade was also like on a Marvel movie or something like that.
Yeah, well,
Um
he's a Marvel character, which is weird because if you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, the jokes in there, because they kind of they kind of had a little falling out, and so when you watch Deadpool and Wolverine, it kind of goes back to that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a trip because Ryan Reynolds, ironically, was in I think in part two and three of Blade, or was it three? The trilogy one, whichever. But yeah, it's just weird. There's a lot of weirdness in there that happens. So yeah, there's a joke in there. But yeah, no, no. You know what? This is awesome, awesome flick, man. I think
Denise
it still holds up
saying
today.
Denise
Yeah.
saying I was only 10 years old in 1998. Only if I were, Denise. Only if I were. Passenger 57. That was a good one. Yes. All
Oh
right.
yeah, no, dude,
Okay.
that was
So
yeah.
Fred, has Jen seen Blade?
You know what? Being that it's later 1998, Blade, the hype of Wesley Snipes. This was a big film, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, she
All
she
right.
watched Drop Zone, right?
She did. Yeah, she did watch Drop Zone, which
I gotta give her
that
this one.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
one of my favorite Wesley Snipes movie. It's not my
yeah,
favorite, but it's one of them. Yeah,
yeah.
Drop Zone's a really good
Yeah.
one.
So
Okay,
yeah, I'd say yes.
okay. I'm gonna guarantee that she
Mm,
watched the movie Blade. Here's why. Here's
hmm.
why. Women have this weird, like weird obsession when it comes to murder and vampires. And when I say murder, I'm not talking about like, hey, this gangbanger killed this other guy. No, like
Yeah, yeah,
the weird murders, like, oh, you know what? The husband killed the wife, and then 2 weeks
yeah.
later was seen with the secretary. Did he really kill the wife? What was going on? Right, like those
Yeah.
type of murders. Like women have
Okay.
this weird obsession with that and vampires. Women
Yeah.
also have this obsession with vampires. Now, maybe not so much for Wesley Snipes, but for the villains, right? I don't know if it's like the sexuality that comes out in vampires that's really attracting to the ladies, but women are
Mm.
obsessed with vampires, man. I'm gonna say she has definitely watched the movie Blade. So
Okay.
let's go ahead. So we both say yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One, Ms. Jen Magana. Have you seen the 1998 movie Blade?
Yes, I have. I have.
Right on.
And I
Definitely.
think I even remember where I was because I ran away to get married. I was like a teen bride when I saw it. And
Oh, wow.
I was the only one awake. The movie was on. So I watched it. Yeah. And yeah, we do.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
The story. I
Okay.
know,
That's
man.
yeah.
That's a lot. You threw a
Yeah.
lot
I didn't
on
mean
our
it
plate
like,
there, Jen.
okay. Yes. I was, yeah. I was in the hotel room watching this movie.
So
Nice,
what?
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just
I didn't mean it like that, but
wait, wait.
yes.
No, I get no. Yeah, you okay. So you watched this movie on your wedding night?
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
wow, oh
Yeah.
wow.
okay, all
I
right,
believe it was.
okay. You
Either the
got a
night or the
connection
night after.
straight.
Hmm.
It'd be
All
like
right.
That's
I don't know.
that's
Okay.
the only
I'm okay.
excitement that was happening. Yes.
Well, hey,
I was,
well, hey,
it'd be like
okay.
No pun intended with vampires, right? But you were probably like, "You suck, you suck." No, not from. I'm kidding. I'm
Good
kidding.
God. All right. Please
No,
disregard my friend who doesn't know how to act, Jen. Jen, talk to us about the movie
sorry,
Blade.
I'm
What you think
sorry.
about
I'm
it?
just,
You
So
saw it. What you think
so
about
I feel like he was trying to like avenge his mother or something. Like, wasn't
yeah.
he doing something? Okay. So for me, that was like my little soft spot where, oh, I can fix him. You know, he's a good guy at heart. He
it?
wants to do something for his mom. Like, not really I can fix him, but that
Yeah.
I didn't so much have a thing for vampires, but I did get sucked into the movie, like sucked in. That's a
It's a
nothing with,
while.
you know what I mean? Like I
That's
had,
being thrown around a lot right here with this
yeah,
one. I get you.
ooh,
I get it. I
sorry.
get it.
I
Yeah.
mean that word's just going around. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I watched it, and I watched it again here recently. So I've seen
Yeah.
it a couple times. But
So does this movie suck or do you like it?
I feel like it's a mid-range movie for me. Like I
Okay.
would watch it again, but I'm not going to be like, overly, oh my god, this Blade,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey Fred, where do you stand with the movie Blade? Because I'm kind of with Jen on this one. It's good, but I don't. I there to me, it's whatever. If I never watch it again, I'm cool with it. I mean, it was
Yeah.
good, but
You know what? I mean, like I said, I only really remember like really vague, like the club scenes and stuff like that. And like I said, for its time, it was pretty gruesome. But I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I can't say, oh my god, like, oh, I gotta rewatch this, like other movies, like, oh hey, yeah, you gotta put on Blade,
Right.
check it out. Just, nah, it doesn't draw my attention that way. Although I will
I,
say that if I had to be bitten by a vampire, my favorite vampire of all time to me is Selma Hayek. Anyways, nah, but that's a whole different movie. Anyways,
oh
all
Okay.
right.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah. No,
no,
I,
yeah,
I get you on that one. Now,
Right.
the villain in this movie, Steven Dorff, I thought he did a good job.
oh, yeah,
Their final fight scene, that was pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, I mean, good movie. But I'm not like head over heels completely, like Blade. There's other
Okay.
Wesley Snipes movies I like.
yeah,
But no, I'm with you on this one, Jen.
For
This
sure.
one
yeah,
sucked,
definitely.
said Denise
This one's
Castillo. Wow,
Goes back.
wow.
Hey, but they're trying to remake it. They're supposed to remake it for Marvel
really
to bring it into the new Marvel cinematic universe
oh,
with all the heroes and stuff.
okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. All
but
right.
I guess they say yes and no, and they already have the actor for it, but I don't know what's going on.
Mm,
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one.
right. Let's
Jen, if you
do it.
would, please.
Mhm.
All right. From the movie Blade, we go, damn. This next one, I really, really love this movie. Now, this
Mhm.
guy is not really known. This actor is not really known for action movies, even though he does have a few good action movies. But the one that
Uh-huh.
flies under the radar the most is probably this one right here. And it's got one of the best scenes in cinematic history. And I'll get to that scene in a second. But of course, I'm talking about Christian Slater in the movie
Uh,
True Romance. You know what?
yes,
Let me get the hang on, let me get the banner off of here. There we go. True Romance.
yes.
Gosh, this is such a
Ooh.
kick ass movie,
Oh,
man.
wow.
It just doesn't get any better than this, Fred.
Yeah. No, um, I saw this at the theater. So I have this
Okay.
on all formats. On all formats, I had to have this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite films. If I want to say, I can't say I really have an all-time overall favorite because I watch a lot of movies. But this is definitely very good. Star-studded cast. You got Dennis Hopper. You have Christopher Walken, Val Kilmer, Michael Manson, Brad Pitt. Uh,
Hmm.
and I forget. There's other ones I know I'm forgetting. But I
You,
mean,
you got
it's just
James Gandolfini.
yes, yes.
James
See, and then
Gandolfino.
see the infamous scene between Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper. You know,
Best scene. Oh, good
yeah,
gosh, that is one of the most impeccable scenes one will ever watch in a movie, hands down. Period.
yes,
There is a history lesson between Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper in this movie, where Christopher Walken lets Dennis Hopper know that he's Sicilian, and Dennis Hopper educates him on what a Sicilian is.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is
No,
such a picture
go-
perfect
yeah,
classic scene, Fred.
yeah, yes. You know what? I also, let's not forget Gary Oldman, the pimp.
Oh
Gary
yeah. Oh
Oldman,
yeah.
the pimp. Just impeccable acting, like you said. The acting in there's good. That scene with Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper is dude. Like that's so like it's funny, but it's intense. All the way through. Like when you
Mm,
see it, it's like man, like it just I don't know. It's just really it's really yeah. The only word I can say is intense, but also too Gary Oldman as a pimp. Like he's with dreads. He has the one eye thing, and he has the
right.
long fingernail. When he opens the envelope with his fingernail, kind of he's eating Chinese food, and he calls out Christian Slater, and he tells him,
Mm.
"Oh, you come in here." He goes like, "You own everything. You're all Charlie Bronson, Mister Majestic." He just like, but anyways, man, that's it. The whole
This
Doctor Shivago scene. Oh, Michael Rappaport is also in this.
Michael Rappaport's in
Yeah,
this. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's in it. To me, this movie is heck, I just had the two comparisons right now. This movie is Natural Born Killers meets Wild at Heart.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely,
Those
bro.
you combine both of those movies, Natural
And
Born
you got
Killers and Wild at Heart with Nick Cage. You combine those
yeah,
movies, that's what this one is. Badass.
yeah.
All right, but Fred,
Bro.
the question is,
Oh,
did one Miss Jen
well,
Magana
before
see this movie?
hold on, before we get into that, you do know this is technically a Quentin Tarantino film.
It is. Yeah.
He wrote this, but anyways, yeah, and he sold it. He should have directed it. Still a good film. Did she see this film? You know what? I think it's a great film. I think it has the star power behind it. See, this is hard. This is hard, and I'm gonna tell you this. But I don't think the movie got. Let me put it this way. I think this movie has more of a cult following, so that makes
Mm,
it even more difficult for me to say. Yes, she did, but I'm gonna have to. If I base it off of just theater, so on and so forth, the regular way or whatever, I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say no. She
damn
did
it.
not see it. Yeah,
Damn it, Fred.
yeah.
Because I gotta make one up on you, man. And I was gonna say that she
Because
didn't, but
because they have a great, tremendous cult following film, dude. Like, I mean, Brad Pitt's in there. He was still unknown at the time. He's a stoner
yeah,
dude. You know,
yeah.
um,
You got a lot of well known actors, but they weren't that
Val,
well known at the time.
yeah, Val
Right.
Kilmer plays Elvis. Val
Yeah.
Kilmer's playing Elvis in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I originally was gonna say no, she hasn't seen it, but because I gotta make up one on you, I guess I'm gonna go the other direction, and I'll say that she's seen it, even though I don't think so. Because I was
yeah.
thinking, I'm gonna bring her in right now, but I was thinking that she could not be that much of a sweetheart of a person that she is if she's seen this movie. I think it would corrupt her mind.
I didn't see it.
I
I
think
didn't see it.
I think this
Oh,
movie will corrupt her mind, man.
yeah. Patricia Arquette is awesome
Gosh,
in this film too, though.
Patricia Arquette, yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Great fight scene between Patricia Arquette and James Gandolfini. Okay. All right.
Turn
All right.
around.
All right. Jen. All right, Jen. Let's bring you in. I, by default, am gonna say that you have seen it just because I gotta make up some ground. Fred
Yeah.
is saying no. One, Miss Jen Magana. Have you seen the classic True Romance?
I have not, but now I want to. Why would I be corrupted if I saw this?
No,
What's so intriguing about this movie?
before he even says anything, I'm gonna say this. I highly recommend this film to you, Jen. I
Really?
highly recommend this film. You need to see
Okay.
this film. Yeah, yeah, I will say that.
I cannot recommend this movie anymore. I cannot. You 100% have to see this movie, Jen.
Okay.
Yes,
One
yes,
thousand percent, you need to watch
It's
True
that good?
Romance.
oh yeah.
It. Like I said, it's. I don't know. It's kind of like a updated Bonnie and Clyde sort of story. It's such a great movie, and you're gonna see all these actors on there that were not who they are today. Like we said, Brad Pitt's in it, but nobody knew who Brad Pitt was back then.
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Rappaport, nobody knew who he was.
yeah.
A lot. James
Billy Longman,
Gandolfini.
all these
the-
people,
It,
yeah.
Oh wow.
it's before The Sopranos. You know,
Right.
James Gandolfini had a big role in this movie. Heck, he throws down with Patricia Arquette.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
yeah.
but
What?
nobody knew a lot of these actors back then, and you're like, oh yeah, look at this. Wow, look how young this person is. But awesome movie. Gosh,
Hey,
it's such an
and you know
awesome
what?
I'm
You
intrigued
need to see
now.
it, Jen, because those people out there that haven't seen it, you're a cantaloupe. You're a no, my friend.
movie. And you're an eggplant.
You're a
And you're
cantaloupe.
an eggplant. Yeah.
He goes,
Uh,
you're a cantaloupe. I'm like,
yeah.
it's just no. You know what? It's a very good film. It's totally awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. The
Hey,
shootout scene at the end too, though, man. It's awesome, dude.
Jen, just know there is zero filters. There is
Yeah,
no
you know
filter
what?
in language when it comes to this movie. This movie has some very colorful language, and it does not hold back whatsoever. Just know
Okay,
that.
so watch it by myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
Oh
it.
yeah.
well,
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
the dialogue, though, the dialogue. If you like Tarantino films,
Yes.
it's along the same line as the Quentin Tarantino film because he
Mm.
wrote this film. He actually wrote it.
Okay.
He didn't direct it. He wrote it and sold the script to Tony Scott, who directed it,
So you
which
can
is
kind
the
of
guy
feel
what was it
Tony
Top Gun,
Scott.
right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did Top Gun. Yeah. Yeah.
he did
okay.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
So it's a see, okay, that's my nerd thing because I don't even know how that. I'm just like, oh yeah, Tony Scott. It's just, but yeah, yeah, you need to see this, Jen. This is a
Okay.
immaculate
Yes.
film, in my opinion. Yeah, and it has a big cult following because a lot of people don't know about that. Like, or they do, but it's just more of a cult film.
Everybody needs to see this unless you're easily triggered. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all I will throw out there. All right, let's do one more. You guys got ready for one more?
Okay.
Yes,
Ready.
sir.
Let me drop down.
Okay, here we go. And from there, now, Fred,
Uh-huh.
you and I, we recommended this movie to her. And
Uh-huh.
she says she would get back to us. Now, if she got back to you, you need to let it be known and we could go to a different movie because then that'd be cheating. But I
Yeah.
don't recall her ever mentioning that she actually did watch this movie. And of course, I am talking about the homeless Ice-T in the being hunted in the
Oh,
jungle in the movie Surviving the Game.
yes, dude.
So
So
you and I, we recommended this
yeah,
movie to her, and we
yes.
said, "Hey, get back to us, Jen. Get back to us." She never got back to me. Did she ever get back to you? That telling you that she watched it at all?
No, no,
Okay,
no. Not about
so
this movie. No.
so I want us to remember that when we're choosing whether she watched it or not. Nonetheless, this movie's freaking awesome, man.
Oh, dude, it still holds up today. It still holds
Absolutely,
up today. Yes,
absolutely. This movie's
this movie.
super kick
Yes,
ass, man. Was
and it
this
flies under
Ice
the radar,
T?
don't it? Like,
It flies completely under the radar. What was first, this or Trespass? What was this Ice T's major role? I know, like in
yeah, I
Trespass,
think
because in
Trespass.
Trespass, he just happened to be a character in the movie. He wasn't the
Yeah,
main character. When this one, he's the main guy.
yeah. I think Trespass is 94, 95. No, wait, no, 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 no. Trespassers got to be like 92. Like
Okay.
92.
Okay.
Yeah, 92, 93. And Surviving the Game, I think, came later. Yeah, it came way later after that. Yeah. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah,
Oh,
no, it had to. It had to.
Salinas OG likes it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
VG. Yeah, man. Hey, dog,
Oh,
Surviving the
dude.
Game. Badass, kick-ass movie, man. Look,
Dude.
we were just talking about a great scene where they talk, right?
Yeah.
This one has
Oh,
another great scene.
yes.
When they are sitting down having the feast before the hunt,
Yeah.
and Gary Busey
Yeah.
tells the story on how he got the scar on his face, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, it's a birthmark. He's like, how's it a birthmark? And he tells him the story about the dog. That
Oh, yeah.
scene, Fred, I'll tell you, man, that hit a young little cholo trucker, a young little vato loco, man. It hit. I was so glued to the story. I was like, just like watching, like, whoa, hanging on his every word. Like, damn, like that
Yeah.
is. I just thought that was badass, man.
Dude, and you know what? No, yeah, that was intense as well. When he's telling them the story as he's saying the way he's
Right.
delivering that thing, we're like, man, they, you know what? And also, is it F. Murray Abraham? He's in this, right? F. Murray,
Uh,
is it? And Charles Dutton, the Rock.
Charles
Yeah,
Dutton is in it. Yeah, Charles
not
Dutton.
not
F.
the Rock,
Murray.
but Rock, ROC, Rock, right?
Yeah,
From
he had a show called Rock, ROC.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then it's
Um,
Gary Busey and the late Rutger Hauer. He passed as well already. Um,
yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I thought it was a good film, great film, man. Oh, dude, I
This
think you
is
know what, this one you could pull out anytime, man, and you just yes, dude, it's a automatic watch.
okay. So
Seriously.
Jen admitted to us that she did not watch this movie. This is a few months ago. Okay, there's a few months ago. There's no
Yeah,
chicks in this movie. This is an all guy cast.
yeah.
And she admitted that she had not watched this movie, but that she was going to. She never got back to us whether she did or didn't. Fred, did one Miss Jen Magana watch that movie between then and now?
I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Melvin said he
because
has
this one
this
beta. Oh
on beta.
man, you know
Damn,
what?
I didn't even know they made this movie on beta.
Right? I
Wow.
have
Okay.
this movie too, though. I have this movie. All these.
On
I
beta?
own
On
all these
beta?
movies around here.
Wait. On beta? You have it
No,
on
not
beta, Fred?
me on beta. No, no, no.
Oh,
I have
okay,
them on
okay. No,
DVD and stuff like that. And
yeah,
yeah,
Having this movie's good in your collection, but if you have it on beta, that's like taking it to another level, Holmes. That's
but,
like, órale, beta.
but I will say this. I will say this. This is kind of taking it back a little bit. I do have Rumblefish on VHS and DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh
And the
gosh,
soundtrack.
man. Oh
Hey, the
gosh.
soundtrack was by Stuart Copeland of the Police, man. With
Okay. Hey,
anyways, anyways.
Denise, Denise, can you ask Melvin if he really truly 100% likes Rumblefish? That movie's super overrated. All right, let's go ahead. All right, I'm gonna say, all right, Fred. So you said that she hasn't, right?
No, no, she has not.
See, I'm gonna say she hasn't either. Which now I'm starting to wonder, man.
Huh?
Is she jerking our chain, Fred? Because she acts like she writes these movies down. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. But I don't know, man, because it's been a few months. She's had time to watch it, Fred. And we don't
Well,
have faith in her. That's not good. You know what? I got faith in my sister. I got faith in my sister. She watched it and it just slipped her mind. So let's go ahead and let's
okay.
find out. One
Uh,
Miss Jen Magana, you watched this movie like you said you were going to. I got faith in you. Did you watch the movie Surviving the Game?
I hate to break my good name, but I have not watched it. I do have my list.
yeah.
But in my defense, it's been a wild few months. I did give my word. I do have it on my list. It is here.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have every intention of watching the movies you guys have recommended. But just in all honesty, I have not yet.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Hang on. Just real quick. We're gonna get to Jen real quick. Denise said that Melvin said the movie Rumblefish is boring. Damn straight, because he has class. I see the creases on his pants. He has class. That movie sucks. That movie's boring.
Hey,
And
Melvin.
every guy, and every guy, every vato is supposed to say, "Oh no, that's a good movie." No, it's not. That movie sucks. All right, let's get back to Jen Magana. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fred. You got let her have it. You're
No,
upset that she didn't
you
watch
know
it,
what?
Fred.
I'll put it to you this way. If you can't find those movies on any streaming platform or whatever,
Mhm.
give me a call. Give me a call.
I think I'm gonna have to.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to do that
But you know
because
what? No, definitely surviving the game and True Romance. True Romance.
Okay,
Definitely.
both
Yeah.
those here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
okay, and we're on the big screen now because that's the end of it. Even though there's more movies, but we passed the hour mark. But I do want to know, Jen, do you have the same list that you've been writing all these down, or is it just a list for tonight?
This one is the list for tonight. The list from every one of these we've done is in my
Uh,
room next to my bed. So at nighttime, when I've
okay.
got free time, I try to go through, check off a movie. But like I said, it's been a little crazy the last few months. So
Okay. I'm not heckling you, sister. I'm not
I know.
heckling you. Okay.
I know.
Okay. How many of the movies have you seen that we've recommended?
What is the see? I can't even think of the name now because my other list is in there. The one with the cowboy guy. I watched
Broken
that one.
Arrow. The cover. Oh,
The cowboy one.
Wait. It wasn't the cowboy one.
with Matthew McConaughey, the one where he had the virus, or no, that was
What?
no,
The
No,
hell are
no,
you
we
talking
didn't do
about,
that,
Fred?
right? We didn't do that
Fred,
one, right?
are you talking about the Dallas?
Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, no, we didn't talk about that,
Man,
did we?
what are you doing, Fred? What? We never
oh,
recommended the movie.
oh well, I
What are you
watched
talking
it.
No, I
about?
think we reviewed it though.
What the
Like,
heck are
Okay,
you talking about,
I
Fred?
read
We
that
never,
like,
well,
we
I
never
must have
recommended
wrote
that
that down
movie.
at some point.
All
Damn.
right, look, I don't know why Fred brought that movie up. I mean, it's somewhat interesting, but I don't. We no, Brokeback
I
Mountain.
think
What?
I saw you
We never
reviewing that.
recommended any of.
It was
Bro,
not Brokeback Mountain, I promise. It was another cowboy, but not those cowboys.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A cowboy. See now, I'm a cowboy movie. Fred, what?
He's an
What?
was
older
not
actor.
Unforgiven.
He's an older
Tombstone?
actor.
Tombstone?
We haven't done
No.
Tombstone, Fred.
No?
Fred, movies that we've done, Fred. Movies that we've
Yeah,
done. We
no,
didn't do.
I'm thinking of it. I know we talked about Unforgiven. That's one of the ones we talked about.
Oh gosh, don't waste your time with
Yeah,
Unforgiven.
no,
You're
maybe
talking
I
about with
thought,
Clint
no,
Eastwood? No.
no.
See now I gotta know.
No, my head's, I'm racking my brain here.
Help us out in the chat. What movie?
What was
Uh,
the
there's no actor, no
But wait,
scene,
you said
no anything, Jen,
she
that you
said
can
it's a
remember.
cowboy guy, not a cowboy movie, right?
it was a cowboy guy, not a cowboy movie. And I'm like drawing a blank, but I can't be honest and say I watched it through because I put it on and fell asleep.
You're not
So
talking about Lone Wolf McQuade because I didn't recommend that
no,
No,
movie
he's not
with
a
Chuck
cowboy.
Norris.
no, it wasn't him.
Oh,
Cowboy guy.
we're staying on here for a whole another hour because I
I
gotta know.
know.
Oh, Blazing Saddles.
Roadhouse?
No,
Roadhouse?
no,
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 I saw
he's not
that
a
one.
no.
cowboy.
Not
I
He's
saw
not a
that
cowboy.
one.
cowboy.
Yeah,
He's not a
Blazing
cowboy.
Saddles? Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
No, God darn it. Come on, Fred. Come on. Hey, Fred. Where Fred? Fred.
I'm trying to think too. I'm like, cowboy
Fred.
guy,
You're not
cowboy guy,
at zero.
cowboy guy.
Now,
Was it a country singer in one of the movies you guys have recommended?
oh man. I
Dwight
think I
Yoakam?
would have
Dwight Yoakam? I don't know.
Yoakum. No, man.
Mhm.
Okay, wait. I want to get everything straight. Jen, is it a movie that we recommended on here while we were doing this? This is the third time that we've done this.
Okay. You know what? That might be where I'm messing up. We might have just talked about movies and you guys brought it up.
Okay. You guys, as I was involved too, or you were doing the round
Yeah,
table
you
with
were
Fred?
involved.
And
Yeah.
really, so
So,
on this
Was
channel,
it Urban Cowboy?
oh
Urban
yeah,
Cowboy with John Travolta,
yeah, John
with
Wasn't
John
Travolta.
wasn't he dressed as a cowboy in that one?
Yeah, yeah. I think we did recommend that.
We never recommended it.
Urban
We must
Cowboy.
have.
Yeah,
They had to have come up because I
Mickey
wouldn't
Gilly.
have
Yeah,
talking
we were
for that.
talking
Wait,
about
wait, wait,
Gilly.
wait. Oh, okay, hang on, hang on. Let's calm down. Let's calm down and let's make sure
Okay.
it's right. Jen, that's John Travolta.
Yes, but
You would remember if it were John Travolta.
with a cowboy hat and tight jeans on. Yeah, he looked like a cowboy, but he was
Yeah.
way younger. He was a lot younger. He didn't look the
Okay,
same.
but that is a cowboy movie. You said it's a cowboy guy, but it's not a cowboy movie.
But I also said I fell asleep. I didn't finish the movie. So
We were talking about. I think we were thinking of westerns, horses, and carriages and stuff. And this is more updated in the
yeah, I
'80s and
don't
stuff,
know.
and
I gotta get
Gillies and
my
stuff.
booklet and go through before I
Deborah
start
Winger and
testimony.
Okay, all right, okay. I want to go back to the original. See, I'm not letting up on here, man, because
Okay.
okay,
no,
hang on a second, hang on a second, hang on a second. We have recommended a few movies, Jen, and you've wrote them down.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking, how many of those movies have you seen? You're saying Urban Cowboy. I don't remember
No,
recommending that movie.
we must have talked about it, but I don't
yeah.
think you guys recommended it. You're right. I
Did
think
you
it
write
came
that movie down?
not on this one.
Urban Cowboy? No. On your other list, you wrote it down, Urban Cowboy?
I don't think that was the one I wrote down.
Okay.
I remember talking about
See, there's an
Gilly.
investigation going on here.
Yeah,
I'm the
I
detective.
know. I feel like I'm under
I'm
oath
the
right now.
I'm the detective here, and there's an investigation. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So, Jen, technically, and I'm not grilling you, sister. I'm not grilling you. Remember, we're triplets on here. Okay. Have you seen a movie that you have written down that we recommended here on this channel?
Well, I can't remember the name, so unless I have my book in front of me,
Okay.
Oh
I don't
man,
want
Oh yeah, that's a yes.
how's that?
She
It,
put it on because she read it off her book. Then yeah, that's a yes. She's watched the movie that we
I
recommended, but
started
she fell
one that
asleep.
you guys recommended. I can't remember the name of it.
Let
Okay,
her log out
you
and
know
get the list. I'm down with that. If she is, I mean, I really want to know
what?
what this movie is.
Or do you know what happened in the film?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know, Jen. Like, what happens? Like, anything that sticks out in the movie?
Yeah, can I refer to my attorney and be right back?
Please do. Please
Because
do.
we got a lifeline, right?
Please
Lifeline.
do.
Okay.
Fred and I, we're gonna go one on one right here, Fred. All right, Fred. Okay,
Okay.
go for it, sister.
Okay, for reasons I cannot explain, I'm going to back out of the room
Mm-hmm.
and be right back. Can you guys
Okay.
hold on? Okay.
We got it.
Yeah, okay.
We got it. We're holding down the fort. Okay, Fred. There's all right. Let me get the surviving the game. Okay, Fred.
Uh-huh.
You kept on naming movies, don't you? We never talked about
No, because
what?
I thought we had talked about these movies, but you know, I confused it because I saw you did a review on the Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes, I
I saw
did.
you
I
did it.
did. I
So
did.
so to me, I was like, oh yeah, we talked about that, but no, we didn't. You did by
Right.
yourself on that. Yeah, and then I
Right.
remember
That
I had just rewatched it, and I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. Based on that's
oh,
what threw me off. And then the
okay.
only one I could think of when she said, because I automatically went into Western. But that's when I backtracked a little bit and said, wait, she said the cowboy guy, not a cowboy Western film. That's where I kind of took a step back
Okay,
now.
okay, because this is exactly what I was saying. It's a movie that we recommended to her on here, not a movie that she heard. Now, maybe she's seen this channel, maybe she watched you, Robert, and myself talk about a movie and say, like, oh, we recommend that to everybody, and she wasn't on the
Yeah.
channel. That's why I was very clear. Jen, is it a movie that we recommended to you on here? We've done it. This is the third time we've done this. She's wrote
Uh-huh.
down quite a few movies. That's why I'm interested on
I
that
got it.
specificness. You
I
got it.
got it. You know what it was? You know what it
Hang on,
was?
hang on. Let her come back. Let her come back.
Wait, wait. Let me explain. Let me explain what happened, and I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, okay,
It
okay.
was Urban Cowboy because we were talking about Broken Arrow, and then I think I mentioned Saturday Night Fever, Grease, and that people do not remember Urban Cowboy, and we got into the Urban Cowboy thing and recommended it to her. I think that's what it was. That's what I think it was.
I'm gonna. Okay, all right, okay. I do remember the movie Urban Cowboy coming up. I don't ever remember recommending that to her.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
I
remember we were talking about Gilly's music, the music of Mickey Gilly and stuff. The soundtrack was
okay,
also awesome. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. All
uh,
right, all right.
yeah.
Okay, okay. And you may be right, Fred. Personally, I don't remember recommending it to her. Maybe you recommended the movie to her. I don't think I recommended that movie. And out of all the movies that we've recommended, that's probably the last one that she should watch, in my opinion. I'm not saying Urban Cowboy is a bad movie. I'm
No,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
it's a bad movie. It's a, it's an all right movie. But I do remember talking about it because I do remember telling her he smacks his woman in that movie,
Yeah.
right? Even
Actually,
though
you know what? He doesn't. He
what?
doesn't smack her. No, it's the guy she's dating, and he goes, "Did he hit you again?" And then that's when he goes and fights him. Yeah, I
Ah,
remember.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I
he
think you're
doesn't
right.
smack
It's
her.
been a
It's the
long
guy
time
she's
since I've seen
dating
that.
because she leaves him
Okay,
and she goes with that other guy, and that guy just smacks her around. But anyways,
oh,
go ahead.
okay, okay, but did and we recommended that, or did you recommend that, Fred?
No, I think we all agreed on that, bro. We all recommended that it was a good watch. But I think we went off topic from Broken Arrow and talking about John Travolta, and it was probably toward the end, or it was within that film, that we were talking about. But we
Okay, like I
recommended we recommended Broken Arrow, and she wrote it down. I know that, and then we
yes.
said, "Hey, Urban Cowboy is another one you need to watch. That's good."
Okay. All right. Hey, shout outs
Yeah.
to Love and Grace, man, and everybody who's on here. We're
Hey.
we would have been done like I don't know 20 minutes ago, but there's an unsolved mystery going on here. I should throw that music on. All right. So Jen is back. So Jen is
No,
back.
that's good.
Jen is back. Before I bring Jen back on here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Before I bring because this is so unsatisfying. It really is, man. I
Urban Cowboy.
do. Okay, I remember talking about Urban Cowboy. We never had the movie Urban Cowboy on here as a recommendation, or has Jen seen it or not? But
Mhm.
you're right. We had the movie Broken Arrow. We started talking a little bit about John Travolta, and I do remember the movie Urban Cowboy coming up.
Yes.
I don't know how hard we pushed that movie for her to watch. I, out of all the movies that we've thrown at her, like she chose that one. Okay, all right. Well, hey, look,
Yeah.
she's on here. She's on here. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. One, Miss Jen Maigani, our sister, our triplet. We are related in so many ways. Are we now related to each other because all three of us have seen Urban Cowboy? Yes or no?
Okay, my handy dandy notebook.
Yes.
Yes, I have Urban Cowboy, and the other
Okay.
one I have written down that you guys, I have it written down here, so you had to have told me to watch it. Silent
Okay.
Rage.
Oh, that's Chuck
Did you
Norris.
guys tell me about that?
Silent Rage?
No, I
Yes.
don't think we ever talked about that
Chuck
one.
Norris?
What?
Who told me
No.
to watch that movie? Denise, was it you? Somebody had to.
Anybody in the chat? How dare the chat interfere with what we're doing over here? We never recommended the movie Silent
No,
Rage. How
no.
dare everyone? I'm blocking everybody. How dare people think they could come on here and dictate what we are trying to dictate that Jen should watch? Wait, wait, wait,
Maybe
wait.
I was.
Hold.
Hey, maybe I was trying to do my research and watch like old movies that I didn't think I have seen, so I could. I don't know.
So,
Where the sheriff kills a murderer. I could have sworn we talked about that.
no, we talked about the other one. No, the other Chuck Norris movies, right?
Urban Cowboy, Silent Rage, Broken Arrow.
Delta Force. No, we talked about Delta
We
Force.
thought we
right?
talked
that
we
one
talked
already.
about Delta Force. We talked
I
about
saw
Delta Force. Yes.
Yes.
We okay. Silent Rage. That's yeah. Okay. I had to bring it. Okay, I had to bring it up. Yes, I seen Silent Rage. With freaking, it's like he's after one killer or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I seen that movie. Okay, Jen, we never brought up Silent Rage or recommended
Yeah.
it.
Maybe that's my own issue. Silent Rage. I mean, maybe
Wow.
I was.
You know what? We're gonna keep on going, man. Oh, Jen, what did you think about the movie Silent Rage?
I think I fell asleep halfway through. So
Okay, okay. See, this is a
I can't give
problem.
a full. I know. I didn't watch the full movie.
No. That's not the issue. The issue is now. Actually, let's go back up. So, all right. The issue now is, and I'm glad we've cleared this up, Fred. I'm glad this is getting cleared up because if Jen is watching Silent Rage, shout outs to Chuck Norris. I'm telling you, Chuck Norris is the manliest man. His tears can cure cancer, but too bad he doesn't know how to cry. if 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 she watched Silent Rage and she did not like it, and she's under the assumption, Fred, that we recommended that movie
that
to
could be
her.
bad. That could be bad.
So now I can see why she did not watch Surviving the Game, because she's all like, "Hey, this is a movie that my brothers in arms, they recommended to me, and now I have a list of other movies. Like, get out of here! I'm not watching your dumb movies." So I'm glad. So I'm glad. No, Jen, this is actually a good thing, Jen, because you were under the assumption that we recommended that movie to you.
Somebody did because I wrote it down. But look at Selena's OG says, unless they're pulling my leg, I'm having deja vu. I think I recommended it in the comments. I might have written that down, thinking I gotta keep my notes clear from you guys and the comments. So I don't
because we were talking about a lot of the Chuck Norris movies. The one,
I remember that because I remember telling a story about Chuck Norris. So
the one, what's the other one? Where he's in the Bronco and
the Bronco,
yes,
yes, that Lone Wolf McQuade.
I think that's the one I was supposed to watch.
Okay, so wait, okay, hang on a second, hang on a second. Okay, okay. Lone Wolf McQuade is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I remember our conversation specifically here, Jen. And I said, Jen, do not watch this movie. And then I said, or if you want to be rebellious, don't let men tell you what to watch and what not to watch. Go ahead and check it out. And you kind of shake your head. You're like, maybe I'll check it out. But how did you get to Silent? We never, even talking Chuck Norris names, or I'm sorry, Chuck Norris movies, we never brought up Silent Rage. I'm curious to know how that movie came.
Somebody did at the setup.
Was it Denise? Was it Love and Grace? Was it VG? Was it OJ Salina? I think he's pleading guilty here. The Salinas OG, I think he's pleading guilty.
I'm keeping separate Two
Okay.
separate books now.
Well, okay, all right. Well, let's make sure this doesn't happen again. Jen,
Okay.
what movies do you have on the list that we have recommended to you?
From tonight?
Not just in total. I want us to make sure there's no confusion, so we could check off or some way somehow underline the ones that we recommended specifically.
So Broken Arrow.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can't read my own handwriting right here. The one that you just mentioned, where if I want to be a rebel.
Oh, Rumblefish.
No.
Now you're
Oh,
playing games.
no. Please delete that from your mind, Jen. Be like Johnny Mnemonic and erase that from your mind. By the way, don't watch the movie Johnny Mnemonic. It's a horrible movie. No. Lone Wolf McQuade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question on that one, Jen. Why would you write that one? We're not recommending it, but
Just
are
for
you just
cool
taking?
points. Just because
Okay.
I want to be, I want to be like my brothers and know
Cool.
why. Yeah. I want to be a
Yeah.
rebel.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Lone Wolf McQuade. Got you.
That's
All right. Just those two.
No, I have
Okay,
a whole list
all right.
here, but
All right.
well, then tonight, of course, the ones you guys told me, Best of the Best, True Romance,
Yeah.
Surviving
Okay.
the Game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
I
see,
got a
see,
lot to
we
watch.
okay. We got somewhere. We got somewhere. It is okay. Fred, riddle
Nah.
me this. Riddle me this, Fred. What are the chances? So she just named off about 6 movies, right?
Uh-huh.
It would have been 7 with this Silent Rage. What are the chances, Fred, that she has a list of movies that we recommended, and the only movie that she watched was a movie that we did not recommend on that list? What are the chances of that, Fred? I think, why do these things always happen to me?
It just,
This is the world coming down on me, man.
it just,
I know everybody on the chat, everybody watching this, they think this is about Jen, but no, this is a big shot at me. This is a life telling me to, you know what, get the heck out of here. How could this happen to me? How could this That's what I'm asking you, Fred. How can this happen to me that I recommended some great movies, and the one movie that we didn't recommend, it was on her list. It just mysteriously
popped
went on
up
her
in there.
list.
You know what? And that could have tarnished everything else if she would have seen that and been like, you know what? I'm not watching the other 6.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the other 6. That
I'm telling you that's exactly what it was. That's Denise. I'm not.
yeah.
Probably this whole weekend. Probably this whole weekend. I need a good cleansing here. Silent Rage is not a bad movie. It's
Yeah.
not a bad movie for dudes. I just. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, no, I think, you know what? I don't know. I think if you'd have watched any of the other 6 movies, you would not have fallen asleep.
Okay.
I'll be honest about that.
especially especially true romance.
Yeah, or Rumblefish, but it's
No,
just
not Rumblefish. How could this happen?
Now I got to write that down.
I'm not.
That is
And
on
by
my
the way, for those, listen. I'm not mad at my beautiful hermana. Not there. Let me extend more over there. Go through Fred's ear. I'm not upset at my sister Jen. Okay, do not mistake. I'm not upset. Somebody tampered with this list. Somebody went ahead and spiked it in order to sabotage, to say, watch this movie, be bored out of your mind, and now you know the type of movies they're recommending to you. Stop wasting your time. It is the movie demons that wanted you to stay away from great classic movies, and we will not have it over here. We are having a cleansing, hallelujah, for some
Oh,
great
yeah.
movies. Get the
Definitely.
heck out of here, demons. I commend you to get out of classic great
There you
movies
go.
and leave our hermana alone. Damn it.
Huh. The power of Cholo compels you.
Goodness gracious. The power. Yes.
Oh
In my
no.
diesel veins.
I'm sorry.
God. I don't know how that movie made that. All right. That's such a random.
Yeah.
You know what? You know
Random
what?
too, though. Silent Rage. Like,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, before we end it, listen. Netflix came back with Unsolved Mysteries like 3 years ago.
Mhm.
Uh,
Um, this should be one of them. This right here should be one of them.
right?
How did that? Yes, yes,
Let's run
because
in.
But
somebody's
then we gotta
definitely.
have the letters coming in. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
update.
Yes, yes,
Update now.
yes, man. Because I am definitely losing sleep over this one. Son of a
Yeah.
gun. All right.
Just
All right, so we've been on here a little too long, and I think the last, I don't know what, 30 something minutes was probably just trying to solve this case. So
Yeah.
yeah.
we somewhat
No, yeah.
solved it, but not quite really.
But
All
you
right,
can find
man.
if you can't find the movies, give me a call.
Okay, I am going to. I can't mix this up again. I'm sweating in places I shouldn't be. So,
Hey, Jen, real quick, like, when do you think you'd be able to, watch some of these movies? Anything on your calendar where you're like, I got a little bit of time here?
so because I feel like I was just punked, I'm gonna have to watch one of these within the next 24 hours. I have a appointment tomorrow at 11 in the morning, so I feel like I can wake up, watch one of these before my appointment, process it, fully take it in, and yeah, I feel like I can watch at least one of these by tomorrow morning.
Recommendation: watch True Romance in the evening. It'll
Okay.
Yes.
just
Yes.
there's certain movies that you just watch in the evening and it just hits better. Like, don't start your day with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's too
yeah.
heavy of a
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that advice then. I feel like I can do it tonight then.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what? You know what? Give me just a second. Just a second. I'll be right back. You guys need to hold on though.
Okay.
I'll be
All
right back.
right. We
Just
need to
take that.
hold on to his horrible recommendations of movies. Listen, Jen, he can't hear us, and chances are he's not going to come back and watch this. Some of the movies he likes, gosh, I love Fred. Some of the movies he likes, I question. It's kind of like the movie Goodfellas. Like, I wonder about this guy sometimes. When he names certain movies that he likes, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, Fred, do you really like that movie, or like, do you just want to say that, hey, you know what, I like it because it's a classic? We've done these him, Robert, and myself, we've done
Yeah.
this stuff of movies that we hate but everybody loves, and vice versa. And I don't know, man. There's some movies out there where I'm like, yeah, nah, that movie sucks. That's just there's no room for it. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna say, shout outs to Fred. He knows his movies. For dang sure, he knows
yeah.
his. He
There
knows
was
his
nothing wrong with Brokeback Mountain, dude. Anyway.
I knew it. I knew
Oh,
it.
dude.
There we go.
No, you know
Okay,
what?
see,
I
the
couldn't find the
Salinas
book on there.
OG. The Salinas OG, he knows great movies right there. Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh,
baby. That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, dude. I couldn't find it, guys. God
Mm.
darn it. I know I have it. I couldn't find it. I thought this was it, but it was the wrong book. The
Yeah,
Outsiders.
hold on.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. There we go. Show us.
I
Oh yeah.
was trying to find Rumblefish. Anyways,
Oh come
I do
on,
have the book.
Fred.
No, I do have the book.
Oh,
You know what?
good for you, Fred. I'm glad you have the book. I,
Now I can't get that out of my mind.
the
Rumblefish.
movie sucks, Fred. The movie
Yeah,
sucks.
no,
Right? It's
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. Seriously speaking, it did not translate right into film, and it was just kind of like a letdown. Like what the heck? Like that was just, and it stars some good people, Matt Dillon and Jen. Do not write this down. We are not recommending it at all. It's like
Okay.
it's Dennis Hopper, Mickey Rourke, Diana Scarwood, Matt Dillon, uh, Tom Waits, all these big actors too. And yeah, it just didn't. Diane Lane, it just didn't do good.
Okay.
And it sucked. It really sucked as a film. I mean, I was,
Thank you,
oh, and
Fred. No,
Nicolas Cage,
there you
Lawrence
go.
Fishburne. Yeah.
Gracias for the clarity. All right. Let's just let's get out of here, man.
I got to do my homework now.
We've gave people so much trouble tonight. All right, let's get out of here,
Bumblefish,
man. All right.
Bumblefish.
Gracias for everybody tapping in. That is Fred Segura, Two Face Entertainment, letting you guys know. Don't forget about the Central Cali.
Yes,
Our
sir.
sister, our hermana, Jen Magana from Convicted Hearts. You could catch her every other Tuesday on her channel on the Round Table, and she will be dropping some other content throughout the week as well. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S. Movies and Shows. Let's see when we do this again. There we go. All right. Gracias to everybody. See you guys on the next one.
See you on the next one.
No.
Hasta la vista, baby.